A big confusion of express entry program created, and due to this confusion, a lot of people are not applying for express entry program. What is the misunderstanding? Where is the misinformation? And what is the misinformation? And why spouses people don't bring on this spot for express entry? What happened to their CRS score? How they became eligible very easily for express entry program? And why now people are reluctant to apply for express entry? Because they are getting this news, how much this news is correct, and why people are asking this question again and again regarding CRS score related with the spouses. Very precious information in this group. If you are interested to go to Canada on express entry program, this clip is specially for you. One by one I will explain. I will start from the first information. Express entry program is the biggest program of the Canada by which immigrants are eligible for PR, and they require a CRS score. Mean this is the merit. If you will qualify, mean that your CRS score is valid, and that CRS score announced by IRCC, you qualify, you will be eligible and you will get invitation. But unfortunately, if your CRS score is less, you are not eligible for Canadian immigration through express entry program. What people were doing so far, and why people are now asking this question, and now they are reluctant to apply for express entry program. People from Asian countries were writing in the forms, in express entry program Canadian immigration forms, that they will not bring their spouses and children with them. So these were the points due to which extra CRS scores were given to these immigrant applicants, and due to which they were easily eligible for CRS score or qualify for express entry program. Their CRS score became much high when they write this thing in the form. Once again, in simple way I will tell you, when they will write that spouses, they are not accompanying, they are not bringing with them children, they are not bringing with them, they will go alone, and they have no intention to bring their family to the Canada. So Canada basically created that point, said if they are coming alone, we should give them more chance. So if they are coming with the family, we should give them less chance. So their extra CRS scores were given to such applicants who were confirming that they are not bringing their families, and by this way they were qualifying for immigration of Australia, they were qualifying for Australian immigration, and they were qualifying for express entry, and they were getting invitation. And what they were doing later on, and that is also a magic, that is also a trick, when they entered Canada through express entry program, after 2 to 3 months they invite their families by dependent visa. IRCC was not checking, either he or she has written in the form that he will come alone. He will say straightforward, during my first departure to the Canada, I was telling I will go alone. I did not say I will not bring my family later on. So whatever he can do, and people were bringing their families after their arrival, mean that they were getting immigration as well, and they were bringing their families as well. So by this trick, they were getting higher CRS score. Now the Canadian Immigration Department was talking about that we are going to finish this favor, because people are misusing and they are telling wrong thing in immigration forms of express entry, that they will not bring their families, and they brought their families. Our data says when they reach Canada after 3 months, after 4 months, after all they are Asians, and they are even more tricky than Canadian IRCC immigration officers, and that's why Canada changing laws again and again, and they are not able to trap Asians, how they do tricks in their papers, and what they are telling that people are actually writing in the forms that they are not bringing their families, but they are bringing their families. These are discussions going on, and these discussions technically are motivating a lot of immigration officers to think upon that, to move a new policy due to which this favor should be shunned or should be revoked or should be finished. But what is the news in social media spread that this favor has been finished? Now you will apply with spouse or without spouse, your CRS score will remain same. Without spouse, when you will apply, your CRS score will not increase, and you will be at the same status as you are going with the spouse. So this favor is going to finish. This news technically disheartened a lot of Asian immigrants, a lot of African immigrants, because by qualification, by English language, by experience, they are always lacking some CRS score, and these scores which they have less in the numbers, due to which they are bringing their families later on, and they are not bringing their families directly, and due to which now these Asians are thinking now they will not be eligible. I am giving you one good news, but this good news I am not happy to tell you. I am not happy to tell you. Reason, I am always supporting a genuine immigrant. I always support immigration laws. I always degrade and I will demotivate illegal things. I will demotivate when you put something wrong in the eyes of immigration officers or immigration departments. But good news, I will share this one. Essentially, this favor did not finish yet. These are rumors. These are hypotheses. You are still eligible. You are very eligible, and you can apply, and it's very authentic now. Authentic information I am giving you. You can check it from official website of IRCC. They did not mention to shun this favor. Mean you can write that your spouse is not going with you, and you will get extra CRS scores. But you have to tell me one thing: you should not bring family later on, because technically you are deviating from your commitment when you are writing in the form. Now, why people are so much talking that this favor is going to is finished? Yes, conversation going on, because people misuse that. I told already. People misusing, I myself telling the people misused that they are going without spouse and then they are bringing their families later on. So it look unfair, injustice. I think they may finish in the future, but until now this facility is going on, and might be they make a law that if you write that you are going alone, in future you cannot invite the family. I think that might be more better than to finish or revoke this law. Thank you very much for the listening.